Study nixes Mars life in meteorite found in Antarctica. You ready for this one? We talked about
All
this
right.
earlier.
Well, Serenity, have fun either way. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Leave us on in the background while you do your schoolwork. Let your
Yeah.
mom hear.
Yeah, let your mom. You'd be like, Mom, I'm listening to news.
Did you hear the story about the dick pickle?
Sure, it'll go over well. Fucking reported, unfollowed.
All right. All right, Bodie, tell us about how life does not, or the Mars meteorite doesn't have life.
A 4-billion-year-old meteorite from Mars that caused a splash here on Earth decades ago contains no evidence of ancient, primitive Martian life after all, scientists reported Thursday. In 1996, a NASA-led team announced that organic compounds in the rock appeared to have been left by living creatures. Other scientists were skeptical, and researchers chipped away at the premise over the decades. Most recently, by a team led by the Carnegie Institute for Science's Andrew Steele. Tiny samples from the meteorite show the carbon-rich compound are actually the result of water, most likely salty or briny water, flowing over the rocks for a prolonged period, Steele said. The findings appear in the journal Science. During Mars' wet and early past, at least 2 impacts occurred near the rock, heating the planet's surrounding surface before a third impact bounced it off the red planet and into space millions of years ago. The 4-pound, 2-kilogram, rock was found in Antarctica in 1984. Groundwater moving through the cracks in the rocks while it was still on Mars formed the tiny globs of carbon that are present, according to researchers. The same thing can happen on Earth and could help explain the presence of methane in Mars' atmosphere.
Yeah,
Okay.
They used to have shit, and they don't have it anymore. Dude, that voice totally sounded like those 1940s here at the movies with the British guy going, and nearby Tajikistan, the Bubsy Wubsy tribe.
Yeah, maybe we should do that more. It's exhausting, though. But the 2 scientists took part in the original study took issue with the latest findings, calling them disappointing. In a shared email, they said they stand by their 1996 observations. While the data presented incrementally adds to our knowledge of the meteorite, the interpretation is hardly novel, nor is it supported by research that it has supports that there was life on Mars. Unsupported speculation does nothing to resolve the conundrum surrounding the origin of organic matter. Thank you. Wow. This Steele dude, he is the name of a porn star.
He does.
Fucking, what was it? Andrew Steele? Yeah.
It's like him because you have the same first name.
Yeah. Unless it's Steely. Andrew Steely. And Space Rock.
I'm your pizza delivery guy, Andrew Steele. Rody for you.
Oh, fuck. He commended the measurements by the original researchers and noted that their life-claiming hypothesis was a reasonable interpretation at the time. He said he and his team, which includes NASA, German, and British scientists, took care to present their results for what they are, which is a very exciting discovery about Mars and not a study to disprove.
Awesome.
It's huge for our understanding how life started on this planet and helps refine the techniques we need to find life elsewhere on Mars. Or on Enceladus, and Europa. The only way to prove whether Mars ever had or still has microbial life, according to Steele, is to bring samples to Earth for analysis. NASA's Perseverance Mars rover already has collected 6 samples for return to Earth in a decade or so. 3 dozen samples are desired. Okay, so we need more. We need more evidence. Millions of years after drifting through space, the meteorite landed on an ice field in Antarctica thousands of years ago. The small gray-green fragment got its name, Allen Hills 84001, from the hills where it was found.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Just this week, a piece of the meteorite was used, first of its kind experiment aboard the International Space Station. A mini-scanning electron microscope examined the sample. Thomas Keptra. Why is there an R there?
Caperta?
Caperta. Researchers hope to use the microscope to analyze geologic samples in space on the moon one day, for example, and debris that could ruin station equipment and endanger astronauts.
So let's get this right. We took a meteorite that had been in space.
Yep.
And sent it back to space.
Yeah. Yeah, they sent it back to space. All that effort, and they sent it back.
Why?
We deport people. That's what we do.
We just deported a meteorite.